Time moves quietly, but memories remain loud. And today, we revisit the faces and voices who shaped the stories of our youth. These legends made us laugh, cry, and believe in heroes. Their talent lit up entire generations, and here, on Celebrity Tribute Hub, we honor their legacy with love, gratitude, and remembrance. Robin Williams was a once-in-a-lifetime performer, an actor and comedian whose lightning, fast brilliance, and boundless heart made him unforgettable. From Good Morning, Vietnam to Dead Poets Society and Mrs. Doubtfire, he created magic that still feels alive today. He passed on August 11, 2014, at age 63, with Lewy body dementia contributing to his struggle. His loss felt like the dimming of a global light. Yet his legacy of compassion, humor, and humanity continues to comfort millions who still feel like he's with us every time his voice fills a screen. Patrick Swayze was the embodiment of grace, a rare blend of strength, charm, and soulful vulnerability. Audiences fell in love with him in Dirty Dancing, Ghost, and Point Break, where he delivered performances etched into pop culture forever. He died on September 14, 2009, at 57, after battling pancreatic cancer with remarkable courage. His departure left a quiet ache in the hearts of fans who saw him as a symbol of passion and resilience. His legacy lives on through the roles that defined romance, adventure, and emotion for an entire generation. Carrie Fisher was much more than Princess Leia. She was wit, strength, honesty, and brilliance wrapped into one extraordinary woman. Her role in Star Wars became an icon of empowerment, while her writing and advocacy inspired countless lives. She passed on December 27, 2016 at age 60 after cardiac arrest linked to sleep apnea. Her journey was never easy, yet she met life with humor sharper than any lightsaber. Today, her legacy remains a guiding star, reminding fans everywhere that courage and vulnerability can coexist beautifully. Alan Rickman possessed a voice and presence unlike any other, commanding, elegant, and deeply human. From Die Hard's memorable villain to his beloved portrayal of Severus Snape in Harry Potter, his performances carried depth far beyond the screen. He died on January 14, 2016, at age 69 after a quiet battle with pancreatic cancer. His loss stunned the world, but his legacy continues to grow as new generations discover his work. Rickman remains a timeless reminder of how an actor can turn even silence into art. Gene Wilder was a cinematic treasure, gentle, whimsical, and wonderfully unpredictable. His roles in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Young Frankenstein, and Blazing Saddles showcased a genius for humor that was both tender and mischievous. He passed on August 29, 2016 at 83, due to complications from Alzheimer's disease. When he left, it felt like the curtains closed on a golden era of comedy. Yet his influence lives on in every smile sparked by his unforgettable characters and in the warmth he brought to the world. John Candy brought joy like few others could, a lovable presence whose humor felt comforting and familiar. His performances in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Uncle Buck, and Cool Runnings remain some of the most cherished comedies of the 80s and 90s. He passed on March 4, 1994, at just 43, due to a heart attack. His early loss was a heartbreak to fans who saw him as a gentle giant of laughter. Even today, his films feel like warm memories revisited, carrying his spirit forward with every watch. Christopher Reeve became the definitive Superman, a symbol of hope, dignity, and human strength. Beyond his iconic films, he brought extraordinary depth to roles like The Remains of the Day and Somewhere in Time. He died on October 10, 2004 at 52, following cardiac arrest related to paralysis complications. Despite unimaginable challenges, he turned his struggle into advocacy that inspired millions. His legacy is not just cinematic, it's heroic. Reeve showed the world that true strength is measured in courage, resilience, and the ability to rise after every fall. River Phoenix was a rare talent, raw, sensitive, and wise beyond his years. His performances in Stand By Me, Running on Empty, and My Own Private Idaho revealed a depth that promised a brilliant future. Tragically, he died on October 31, 1993, at just 23 from a drug overdose. His passing was one of Hollywood's greatest heartbreaks, a loss of a soul who burned brightly, but far too briefly. River's legacy endures through the emotional honesty he brought to every frame, touching hearts even decades later. Burt Reynolds was one of the defining stars of his era, charismatic, confident, and effortlessly magnetic. Films like Smokey and the Bandit, Deliverance, and Cannonball Run made him a worldwide icon of rugged charm and humor. He passed on September 6, 2018, at age 82, following a heart attack. His absence left a noticeable void in Hollywood, yet his legacy remains stitched into cinema history. Reynolds represented a time when movie stars felt larger than life, and his work continues to thrill audiences young and old. Bill Paxton was a versatile, soulful actor whose presence elevated every story he touched. From Aliens and Twister to Titanic and Apollo 13, he delivered performances filled with heart and intensity. He died on February 25, 2017, at age 61 due to a stroke after surgery. His passing was deeply felt across the industry, as colleagues and fans remembered his warmth, humility, and dedication. Paxton's legacy lives on in the unforgettable roles that defined him, characters full of courage, humor, and humanity. Leslie Nielsen was a master of deadpan comedy, transforming humor with his perfectly straight-faced delivery. Though he began as a dramatic actor, he became iconic through Airplane and the Naked Gun series, reshaping the landscape of parody films. He passed on November 28, 2010, at age 84 due to pneumonia. His loss marked the end of an era defined by clever, timeless comedy. Today, Nielsen's work continues to draw laughter across generations, reminding us that true humor never ages, it only grows more cherished with time. Raul Julia was a commanding and deeply passionate performer whose intensity made every role unforgettable. He captivated audiences with his work in Kiss of the Spider-Woman, The Addams Family, and Street Fighter, showcasing remarkable versatility. He passed on October 24, 1994, at age 54 following a stroke related to cancer complications. His early death shocked the industry, leaving behind the memory of an actor whose presence felt both powerful and poetic. Julie's legacy remains alive in the hearts of fans who admired the fire and elegance he brought to every performance. Heather O'Rourke was a young star whose innocence and emotional depth made her unforgettable. Her role as Carol Ann in the Poltergeist trilogy became one of the most iconic child performances in film history. She passed on February 1, 1988, at only 12 years old, due to septic shock caused by undiagnosed intestinal stenosis. Her loss devastated millions who watched her grow on screen. Though her time was tragically brief, Heather's legacy endures as a reminder of a bright talent who left a lasting imprint far beyond her years. John Hughes was the storyteller of a generation, the writer and director who captured the heart of 1980s youth. Through classics like The Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 16 Candles, and Home Alone, he shaped the emotional landscape of countless teenagers. He passed suddenly on August 6, 2009, at age 59 from a heart attack. His death marked the loss of a creative voice that understood the joy, confusion, and vulnerability of growing up. Yet his films continue to bridge generations, reminding us all of the power of empathy and simplicity. Paul Walker was a warm-hearted actor whose charm, humility, and sincerity made him beloved worldwide. Best known for the Fast and the Furious franchise, he helped transform action films into stories rooted in loyalty and family. He died tragically on November 30, 2013, at age 40 in a car accident. His passing left fans heartbroken and the film world shaken. Beyond the screen, Walker's kindness and humanitarian work defined his true legacy. He lives on through every scene that captures his smile, his spirit, and the genuine soul he shared with the world. Rutger Hauer was a commanding, enigmatic actor whose presence electrified every scene he entered. His role as Roy Batty in Blade Runner remains one of science fiction's most haunting performances, alongside standout work in Ladyhawke and The Hitcher. He passed on July 19, 2019, at age 75 after an undisclosed illness. His loss felt profound as fans remembered his poetic delivery and unforgettable emotion. Hauer's legacy endures through characters that blend power with vulnerability, leaving behind lines and moments etched permanently into cinema history. Philip Seymour Hoffman was one of the most gifted actors of his generation, a master of emotional truth and transformative performance. From Capote to The Master, Doubt, and Boogie Nights, he brought raw humanity to every role. He passed on February 2, 2014, at age 46 due to a drug overdose. His death was a heartbreaking reminder of how fragile even the brightest souls can be. Hoffman's legacy remains alive through performances studied, celebrated, and treasured for their depth, courage, and honesty. Richard Pryor was a revolutionary comedian, fearless, vulnerable, and brilliantly honest. His stand-up changed comedy forever, while his film roles in Silver Streak, Stir-crazy and Harlem Nights showcased his charismatic versatility. He passed on December 10, 2005, at age 65 after a heart attack linked to complications from multiple sclerosis. His absence left a silence in the world of comedy that has never quite been filled. Pryor's legacy continues to influence generations, reminding us of the power of truth, humor, and courage in storytelling. Dom DeLuise was a warm, exuberant entertainer whose humor lit up every room and every screen. Known for his work in Blazing Saddles, The Cannonball Run, and Mel Brooks' iconic comedies, he became a beloved figure in film and television. He passed on May 4, 2009, at age 75 from kidney failure. His loss saddened fans who adored his joyful energy and infectious laughter. DeLuise's legacy remains one of happiness and heart, reminding us how a single smile can live on through decades of cherished performances. Nipsey Russell was a one-of-a-kind comedian, quick-witted, charismatic, and endlessly creative. His poetic humor and memorable appearances on shows like Match Game, The Dean Martin Show, and his role in The Wiz made him a household favorite. He passed on October 2, 2005, at age 87 from cancer. His departure marked the end of a comedic era defined by charm and originality. Russell's legacy continues to shine through the timeless joy he brought to audiences, proving that laughter truly is an enduring gift. Walter Matthau was a master of dry wit and unforgettable charm, a performer whose expressive face and sharp humor made him beloved across generations. Known for classics like The Odd Couple, Grumpy Old Men, and The Sunshine Boys, he brought warmth and realism to every role. He passed on July 1, 2000, at age 79 due to a heart attack. His loss felt like the end of a special chapter in Hollywood comedy. Mathau's legacy lives on through characters who remain timeless, beautifully grumpy, endlessly lovable, and forever human. Jack Lemmon was one of Hollywood's most versatile and heartfelt actors, a performer capable of capturing deep emotion with effortless honesty. His unforgettable work in Some Like It Hot, The Apartment, and Grumpy Old Men showcased a rare blend of humor and vulnerability. He passed on June 27, 2001, at age 76 after battling bladder cancer. His departure was felt worldwide as fans mourned a man who embodied warmth and authenticity. Lemmon's legacy remains a shining example of sincerity in cinema, a reminder of how truth in performance can touch the soul. George Carlin was a fearless, groundbreaking comedian whose voice reshaped the boundaries of humor and social commentary. Known for his legendary stand-up specials and appearances in films like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, he challenged the world to think deeper. He passed on June 22, 2008, at age 71 due to heart failure. His loss felt like a silence falling over a voice that once echoed with honesty and rebellion. Yet Carlin's legacy remains as powerful as ever, continuing to inspire, provoke, and illuminate through words that still resonate today. James Avery was a towering presence of dignity, strength, and heart. Best known as Uncle Phil on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he gave the world a character full of wisdom, discipline, and profound love. He also shone in roles across animation and television. He passed on December 31, 2013, at age 68 due to complications after surgery. His death deeply affected fans who saw him as a second father figure. Avery's legacy lives on through the lessons, laughter, and tenderness he brought to screens, a presence forever remembered. Mako Aomatsu was a talented, soulful actor whose dedication to his craft elevated every role he touched. From The Sand Pebbles to Conan the Barbarian and his iconic voice performances in Avatar, The Last Airbender, he brought wisdom and emotional depth wherever he appeared. He passed on July 21, 2006, at age 72 after battling esophageal cancer. His passing left a quiet sadness in the hearts of fans and fellow actors alike. Mako's legacy remains a testament to perseverance, artistry, and the power of representation in storytelling. Michael Clarke Duncan possessed a gentle strength that made him unforgettable. His towering presence and tender emotion in The Green Mile earned him worldwide admiration, alongside powerful roles in Armageddon, The Whole Nine Yards, and Daredevil. He passed on September 3, 2012, at age 54 following a heart attack. His loss was a heartbreaking moment for fans who saw him as both mighty and kind. Duncan's legacy continues through performances filled with humanity and profound compassion, reminders of a soul who touched audiences deeply. Richard Crenna was a respected and versatile actor whose decades-long career showcased remarkable depth. From his early television roles to his memorable performances in Rambo, The Real McCoys, and The Flamingo Kid, he brought sincerity and strength to every character. He passed on January 17, 2003, at age 76, due to pancreatic cancer. His absence left a void in Hollywood's classic era of storytelling. Crenna's legacy endures in the quiet power of his performances, cherished by fans who still admire his grace and professionalism. Telly Savalas was an unmistakable star, bold, charismatic, and endlessly captivating. Known worldwide as Kojak in the hit series Kojak, and for roles in The Dirty Dozen and On Her Majesty's Secret Service, he brought intensity and charm to every performance. He passed on January 22, 1994, at age 72 after battling bladder and prostate cancer. His passing felt like the end of a unique Hollywood era. Savalas's legacy lives on through his icon. Yul Brynner was a commanding screen presence, elegant, confident, and strikingly memorable. His performance in The King and I became one of cinema's most iconic roles, alongside The Magnificent Seven and Westworld. He passed on October 10, 1985, at age 65 from lung cancer. His loss marked the departure of a true Hollywood original, a man whose charisma transcended time. Brynner's legacy continues through performances. James Coburn was the epitome of cinematic cool, a smooth, sharp, and magnetic actor whose presence lit up every frame. His roles in The Magnificent Seven, Affliction, and countless action classics showcased his unique intensity and style. He passed on November 18, 2002, at age 74 from a heart attack. Fans mourned the loss of a performer who brought effortless charisma to Hollywood's golden years. Coburn's legacy endures in... Sean Connery was the embodiment of timeless cinema, a commanding presence whose voice, charm, and strength defined generations of film lovers. Best known as the original James Bond, he also delivered unforgettable performances in The Untouchables, Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade, and The Hunt for Red October. He passed on October 31, 2020, at age 90 from pneumonia and heart failure. His death marked the farewell of a true screen giant. Connery's legacy remains unshakable, echoing through characters that shaped modern... David Bowie was a visionary, a boundary-breaking artist whose creativity transformed music, film, and culture. From Labyrinth to The Man Who Fell to Earth and the countless groundbreaking albums he created, Bowie redefined reinvention and self-expression. He passed on January 10, 2016, at age 69 after a private battle with liver cancer. His death stunned the world, arriving just days after releasing his haunting final masterpiece, Black Star. Bowie's legacy remains one of courage, innovation, and... Alan Thicke was a warm, charismatic actor whose kindness radiated through every role. Best known as Jason Seaver on Growing Pains, he became one of TV's most beloved father figures, offering wisdom and humor to viewers across decades. He passed on December 13, 2016, at age 69 due to an aortic dissection. His sudden loss was heartbreaking for fans who felt they had grown up with him. Thicke's legacy lives on in the comfort and sincerity he brought to family television, reminding us of the importance of compassion. John Ritter was a gifted comedic actor whose warmth and timing made him unforgettable. His role as Jack Tripper in Three's Company remains one of the most beloved comedic performances in television history, alongside memorable work in 8 Simple Rules and numerous films. He passed on September 11, 2003, at age 54 due to an aortic dissection. His sudden loss left fans and colleagues devastated, as the world lost a performer full of kindness and joy. Ritter's legacy continues to shine through every laugh he inspired, reminding us how powerful a smile can be. These actors shaped the stories, dreams, and emotions of entire generations. Their memories live on through the films that still touch our hearts and the performances that continue to inspire. Each left behind a legacy that time cannot erase. Which of these legendary stars touched your life the most?